My dentist stopped mid-procedure and said, "These aren't wisdom teeth," then called the FBI. I was lying in Dr. Kovac's chair with my mouth cranked open when he suddenly stopped drilling and went completely silent. The whir of the equipment died, and I could hear my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. His assistant Nina leaned in closer, then stepped back quickly like she'd been shocked. Dr. Kovac pulled off his gloves without a word and walked out of the room, leaving me reclined with gauze stuffed in my cheeks, and no explanation. Nina wouldn't look at me. She just kept organizing instruments that were already organized, her hands shaking slightly. "What's going on?" I tried to say, but it came out as muffled nonsense through the cotton and numbness. 5 minutes passed, then 10. I heard Dr. Kovac's voice in the hallway, low and urgent, talking to someone on the phone. When he came back in, there were 2 other people with him, a woman in a suit and a man with a badge clipped to his belt. The man introduced himself as Agent Williams from the FBI. "Mr. Sawyer," Agent Williams said, positioning himself where I could see him without moving. "I need you to stay calm. When is the last time you had dental x-rays taken?" I tried to sit up, but Nina gently pushed my shoulder back down. My mind was racing, trying to connect wisdom teeth removal with federal agents. I managed to pull out enough gauze to speak. "What does that have to do with anything? I'm here for an extraction." Dr. Kovac pulled up my x-rays on the monitor, and I could see 4 molars highlighted in red. "These aren't wisdom teeth," he said quietly. "These are surgical implants designed to look like teeth on an x-ray. They're hollow, and based on the density, they contain something." The woman agent stepped forward. "I'm Agent Park. We've been tracking a smuggling operation for 8 months. Your dental work matches the exact signature of a trafficking ring that implants contraband into people's bodies." My throat went dry. "I've never smuggled anything. I don't even have wisdom teeth anymore. I had them removed when I was 19. "That's what your records say," Dr. Kovac said, pulling up my file. "But whoever did this work forged your dental history. These implants were placed approximately 6 months ago based on the bone integration. Someone replaced your existing molars." I felt like the room was tilting. 6 months ago, I'd been in a car accident. I'd been unconscious for 3 days at Memorial Hospital. I told them this and watched Agent Williams and Agent Park exchange a look that made my stomach drop. "We need to make a phone call," Agent Williams said, stepping into the hallway. Agent Park stayed with me, her expression unreadable. "Mr. Sawyer, can you tell me who your emergency contact was during that hospitalization?" "My brother David," I said. "He flew in from Seattle. He was there the whole time." She wrote something down. "Did he arrange your medical care? Did he speak with doctors without you present?" My hands were gripping the armrests so hard my knuckles were white. "David handled everything while I was out. He said I'd had some dental trauma from the accident, that they'd done repair work while I was sedated. I never questioned it because my mouth felt fine afterward, and the bills were already paid." Agent Williams came back in holding his phone. "We just contacted Memorial Hospital. There's no record of dental work during your stay. No oral surgeon consulted. No procedure notes. But your brother David Sawyer signed discharge papers listing himself as your medical proxy and authorized transfer to an outpatient facility for follow-up care." "What outpatient facility?" I asked, but I already knew the answer made me sick. Agent Park pulled up a photo on her tablet. "Is this your brother?" I stared at David's face. "My older brother who'd taken care of me after the accident, who'd paid my medical bills, who'd checked on me every week since." "Yes," I whispered. She swiped to another photo. "This man was arrested in Frankfurt 2 weeks ago trying to board a plane with 3 kilos of synthetic opioids surgically implanted in his jaw. He told German authorities his brother in the United States had the rest of the shipment. He gave us your name, your address, and your dental records. We've been waiting for you to come in for dental work so we could intercept safely." The room spun. David had used my accident. He'd paid someone to put me under again, drill out my healthy teeth, and implant whatever poison he was trafficking. I was a mule, and I didn't even know it. "How do we get them out?" I asked, my voice cracking. Dr. Kovac looked at Agent Williams, who nodded. "We'll extract them here under FBI supervision," Dr. Kovac said. "But Mr. Sawyer, I need you to understand that what's inside these implants is extremely dangerous. If one breaks during removal, you'll need immediate medical intervention." They brought in a hazmat team. I watched through a fog of sedation as they carefully extracted each false tooth, sealing them in containers that looked like something from a science fiction movie. Agent Park stayed the whole time, and when I was finally clear-headed enough to talk, she told me that David had implanted 12 people total. His own brother, his ex-wife, 2 of his children, anyone he could access during a medical vulnerability. 3 of them still didn't know they were carriers. They arrested David at SeaTac Airport that night trying to board a flight to Bangkok. David got 36 years and I haven't spoken to him since the verdict, though he writes me letters I burn unopened.